Alright, welcome back. Let's do our 7th session of the Reign of Ages. I had to take a break last week because I was feeling pretty sick, but we are back this week. A lot has been going on. So, you all are still on a Aslanti-controlled world. Sorry, I immediately need water. Good lord. Where's my... Okay. You guys are currently in the Dram system on the planet Noct Perdura. On Doric City, the main settlement. Again, this is a tidally locked planet, but rather than use the good Twilight Zone in the middle, they decided to just only use the dark side of the planet and heat it with pollution, basically. Unintended consequence. Only the nicest parts are for the rich people, of course, up high in these towers where you guys ended last session. You also have the Edge of Perdition, your allied Amu space whale ship, is currently on one of the moons of this planet in hiding, as you all had a less conspicuous ship and were able to come down here and dock, knowing that the Arcidux of this planet, basically the hereditary ruler of a star system in the Aslanti Empire, is an Arcidux, is more willing than most to let trade slide. Unlike a lot of places, he is kind of encouraging this back alley wheeling and dealing, even though it's not really typical of the Aeon Throne's xenophobic advances. At Noct, you guys were able to cut a deal with Brawny the Break-In, a local bartender, to start getting supplies. As all that was happening, you guys were kind of intercepted on the way out of the Neon Novitiate, his bar, by Aslanti Stellar Scout, as well as members of the Thessalonian Liberation Front. So this was one of the Stellar Scouts you guys saw. Followed up by a Combat Angel and a Murus, which are both just kind of classifications of Thessalonian Liberation soldiers. According to them, they are the scions of Old Dassalon, a country created by Emperor Jin to, give voices to the people and extol the 7 virtues of mankind. Although out of character, we all know how that went. Not very well for good old Dassalon. Specifically, the Murus you talked to was named Dur, and the Battle Angel was Athera. They escorted you to their headquarters. You guys ducked around various Aslanti patrols, even hovering Aslanti cannons, tanks, one known as Spatha. You were interrogated by Sero, S-E-R-O, who is the leader of the Thessalonian Liberation Front. And after those brief history lessons, he tried to essentially recruit you guys into helping them out for the time being. You all set out to capture an Aslanti scientist that you'd heard was going to be transported, presumably up to an orbiting ship, and then off planet. But you guys need to intercept that on top of the penthouse he was staying at. After some excellent bluffing, you all talked your way in as inspectors. What a classic prank. Not prank, I guess. Trick that has been known to happen. And we're set up in a suite below the top one, where you were able to quickly sneak up and get ready for the scientist, as multiple Aslanti rune wardens showed up. The rune wardens were wielding basically flame weapons, along with these crazy looking pikes. very intense looking battle dress as opposed to some of the other ones you have fought. But after a pretty quick combat, using magic to box them in, gunfire, melee weapons, you all were brought to the attention of these of the Aslanti forces on the planet. They quickly scrambled. I'm gonna pop up a rune word for you guys here in a second. They quickly scrambled a fighter ship, which is a space combat ship over here. This Harrier, which does 10 times damage to terrestrial targets, as it is still counting as a space combat vessel. After tanking some shots from a ship going this fast, speeding over the building, mostly thanks to Shaw taking a fucking like laser particle cannon to the chest, you all were able to link up, avoiding the boxed in by magic over in this corner rune wardens, grab the scientist, and teleport away. Couldn't teleport exactly to the warehouse where you all met the Liberation Front, but I believe we did qualify that you got near it, and you'd be able to get back there pretty easily. The place itself is pretty heavily warded against magic, and has technological protections as well. It's kind of the broad strokes of what happened last time. Any questions?
I think so.
All right. In that case, we will cut back to the base of the Thessalonian Liberation Front. No longer dazed, I imagine you guys probably gag the scientist on the way in so he doesn't shout out through the alleys. You guys make it back to...
I mean, he agreed to go with...
I'm pretty sure he was, like, still magically befuddled at the end.
Yeah, he was still under the influence of the pheromone grenade.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It was not exactly himself agreeing to go. You guys make it back.
To be fair, we made a really good point for him to join us, even if he isn't fuddled anymore.
Oh, well, so he broke out of it at the last second, but that's because 2 flamethrowers were exploding in his face.
Oh, that's true. They did detonate directly next to him.
And we did point out, they are, in fact, trying to kill him.
They did, you guys did overhear them saying, like, okay, well, if we can't have the asset, like, kill him. Alright. Sarah's like, you've retrieved him. Judging by some of the intercepted comms we have here, sounds like things got a little heated out there.
Paul looks down at the giant scorch mark across his armor. You might say that.
Oh, yes, because the flamethrower.
He basically
it had some,
down
like...
to the deck over here, and, like, has the Aslanti set, like, gestures for some of the soldiers to tie him to a chair. Well, I suppose the important thing is that you got him. Now, are you all, is anyone injured enough that they need medical attention?
Funnily enough, I think we came out of character. I think we came through that completely unscathed, more or less, out of also just our stamina.
Impressive.
I think we're all right.
Oh, was it Yo will sort of adjust the lapels on their coat and say, like, well, what do you expect from a ranked member of the Aspis Consortium?
He kind of looks at it now. Let me make a check, see if he knows what the fuck that is. Yeah, okay, he got a nat 1. He's like, I assume that's impressive.
The B people.
He's like, look, we're gonna get some good information out of the scientist. Keep you safe. I think you should lay low here for now. Considering you helped get him here, you're welcome to help me question him if you all would like.
hear what he has to say. We have other parties who might be interested in what the Aeon Throne is up to. That said, I do have some concerns the longer we linger. I worry about leaving our ship at the port. So,
Do they have any way to tie you to that ship?
I mean, I'm the owner, so yes. They wouldn't have our registry, but I think if didn't take too much for them to realize a strange ship showing up, and then all of a sudden somebody pinches one of the scientists, I'd be suspicious. So you have to understand, I've had my ship motion refined. We've had our ship stolen before. It's not something we particularly care to repeat.
No, we would find it very unpleasant.
So
Understandable.
we'll hang out and let's stick around and see what the scientist has to say. But I think before too long, we also have other folks waiting on the cargo we're planning to deliver. So, but let's see.
In theory, the cargo
way.
should be delivered to your ship while you guys are doing all of this, based on the deal you guys
Yeah.
made. So
Yes,
that
but
is the hope
theories
right
are theories are fickle things, Ben.
it's true.
So,
You see Sarah kind of like crouches down on his haunches and rips the gag, the duct tape off the Aslanti scientist. Ah! Ow! Fuck! You all are crazy, you know that? What are you thinking? You're just gonna steal me away in front of the noses of some rune wardens and everything's gonna be okay? You see Sarah kind of tilts his head. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" You see the scientist kind of like eyes go wide. He's like, oh gods, oh, you. This is the Thessalonian Liberation Front, isn't it? Oh, sweet Lasala, why did I have to get brought here? That's right. And we don't follow that goddess of yours. No, I'm not sure.
Out of character, which goddess was it again?
Lasala. Lissala. She
Is that like the official
the
god of-
Aslanti goddess. Well, she was a long time ago in Galarian. She's not really worshipped anymore. She is kind of still worshipped out here.
hey Ben.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, is it okay if I spend a resolve point to recover my stamina? Because
Yeah, we'll presume this takes like 10 minutes.
All right. Because I did, particle beam to the face.
That's very fair.
I think I will do the same.
Yeah.
You see he kind of like grabs the scientist by the lapels. He's like, "What about those robots that have been coming in? We've seen more of them as of late." All right.
Looks over at Scythe.
Some bot they got from that the Pact World region of space, Sickles or something. I've been helping them. Well, I'm gonna reclassify them, of course, so they seem like Aslandic technology, but I've been helping them set up a factory. They're gonna mass produce them, more soldiers to push farther out. It's not good for us.
Carl looks over at Scythe but doesn't say anything.
Do you know where the factory is? I'll tell you. All right, just don't kill me, okay? Very well. We won't kill you. All right. It's a remote location. We have to fly there typically in a shuttle. It's right on the edge of the Twilight Zone, nearing the sunward side of the planet. A hot desert. It's pretty remote out there, but the factory is starting to get underway in production. Shit. He kind of looks back at Scythe and he's like, "And you know more about these things?" He says to Scythe.
Answer, I do.
What's their deal? Should they be taken seriously? Is this going to jeopardize our operations on this planet?
Observation. A mass-produced robot front would not be good for our operation.
The guy looks back at the scientist. And you said they're already underway? Yes. I was gonna be escorted off the planet to try and bring that technology to the Arsidux. I don't know if he was gonna use it just for himself or maybe send it to other areas of the Empire. But obviously, that plan's kind of shot. He's just like babbling.
I'll tilt his head. Trouble with you? Trouble getting things off world, I'm guessing?
Well, you all stopped me from getting off world. That's why. What?
You hear anything funky with your drift travel on your ships over the last couple of days?
Not that I know of. I've been kind of just working away. Once they pulled me out of the facility, I stayed at that hotel for a few days with the wardens. I guess I shouldn't have needed to take that long. I assumed there were schedule delays. Could they not just drift travel?
Shaw just smiles. You may safely assume there are some disruptions. We'll leave it at that.
I think it might be worth noting, if they can't drift travel either, then what were they going to do with him?
I mean, you would know that they are... I mean, they were bringing him to another planet, like, in system. It would take a while, but they could just, like, move at slower speeds without going into the drift.
Right. I might like walk over to because our talker's Yo. I might like walk over to Yo and like whisper that like it might be worthwhile to convince them that their intentions all along were to get information from him and then just dispose of him, and point out the fact that drift travel isn't capable at the moment.
Alright, yep. Yo will nod, and then we'll just sort of like casually step forward, not to sort of like take over, but just sort of like hang back just a little bit and say, because, funny you should mention that. A lot of other folks around here have been having issues with drift travel recently. Lots of nasty stuff going on.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Like I said, I've been mainly setting up the production facility. I haven't been off world in months.
And did they say what they wanted you to do after you were done?
Well, I think I was going to be taken to an orbiting vessel and brought to the Arsidux, presumably to continue the replication of this project on other worlds.
Yeah, Yo will just sort of like chuckle a little bit, like, really? You really think that? I mean, you seem like a pretty smart guy. You seem to, come on, all this really sensitive stuff you're working with, you don't really think they just, I don't know, once they gotten what they needed from you, just sort of booted you out the airlock?
Give me an intimidate check.
Sure. 23.
He kind of frowns. He's like, I don't think so. I mean, they kind of need my expertise to keep it going smoothly. Look, maybe they would have killed, but then wouldn't they have just killed me at the hotel?
Possibly, but it's still a fairly public place, and kind of hard to get the staff on board with disposal of a dead body, But hey, out in the black, all sorts of accidents, and they make air quotes with all their hands, can happen.
He kind of goes even paler. I hadn't
They did?
considered that.
And they did try to kill you as soon as it seemed apparent that we would get away with you.
She's kind of like breathing pretty, like on the edge of hyperventilating.
You tell me. And Shaw taps the scorch marks on the back of his armor. You think any of them would jump in front of an explosion for you?
I'd say with you guys, if you guys want to both give an aid action and try to assist Yo, you can roll a diplomacy check. Those are both good reasons.
All right, and roll that. $31.
All right. I don't. Look. What do you want me to do about it now? This isn't. Even if they would have killed me. What am I supposed to do now? Help the Liberation Front? That'll get me killed too.
And yet it seems you're here now. I look over to Scythe. I take it you don't exactly approve of mass production of these knockoffs for the given tarnished Heelgood name.
Answer. I would rather see them destroyed.
Give us the. I'll look back to. I'll let. Oh, what was his name? The leader's name?
Sarah.
Thera. I'll kind of shrug and raise an eyebrow, but I'll let him decide what he wants to do. But.
Sarah kind of looks back and forth between you all. Turns back to the scientist. What's your name? He's like, my name is Ro. Well, Ro, they're right. You're pretty much a dead man walking at this point. Either you help us and stay with the front, or, well, either we kill you, or even if you go back out on the street, they'll kill you. Really, if you think about it, your only safe choice is to work with us. Alright, well, what do you want me to do? We're gonna make a plan, you and I. These fine folks have to get their supplies off planet. But you're gonna help me make a plan to storm that facility. Looks back at you all and he's like, my troops are limited and engaged in several projects around Doric City and even beyond. I would be grateful for all of your services again.
you again, like, I'll, out of character. Wow, my brain just melted there. I'm sorry. Shaw looks back to him. I think we'd be on board with that, given our current predicament, and the fact that we're no great friends of the Aslan. Again, as it's, my colleague said before, we don't expect to be paid, but as long as I think we get that and some salvage rights for what we find at the factory, I think we can make that work.
Salvage
And
whatever you
ideally,
want.
if there's a place that we could do shopping that you know of safely, that would also be appreciated.
Yeah, I could send you to a, shall we say, less than official market where you could buy some things.
We're gonna need some money first. We spent most of it on those IDs.
We can't provide you much,
So.
but considering you brought us a scientist, he hands you guys like a credit chip that is sorry, I lost my train of thought. It is 80,000 credits to split up however you guys want.
Oh, thank you. So we each get 16,000.
You might want to go get to your ship first.
I'll motion. Understood. We'll be heading out here shortly, as soon as we load up. I'll motion to refine and close real quick. Quietly. I think we give him the secure comms through the Vesk satellite we have.
Do you think it'll work all the way out here?
It's the only secure comms I think we know we have.
I mean, I don't see any harm in it. He seems like the type who would, die rather than give them what they want.
Yeah. I'll look back to him. Do you have means of secure communications with us? I'm assuming coming back directly into the spaceport probably isn't advised.
We could send you to some landing sites outside of the city. Do you all have any terrestrial vehicles?
We do. It's not fantastic, but we do have an armored transport on board.
That'd be good.
So.
Be a good start.
Had some ideas, but haven't had a chance to improve upon it yet. But short version is, yeah, we can travel overland if we have to. Alright, if you got a secure comm link, we'll exchange information, and then we'll help you get ready to hit this place.
He will exchange codes with you. I think it'll take a couple of days for me to talk things out with Roe here. Why don't you go get your ship out of here and we'll be in contact when we can.
Can I get a spell check on the deity you said he worshipped?
Yeah, give me a mysticism roll.
I was saying spell check. Like, how do you spell the name of it?
Oh, sorry.
Sure. I would also like to know more about the deity.
Well, I mean, you rolled 43 to spell it.
It's spelled Lasala. But I mean, I think she was like an ancient deity. Go ahead, sorry.
I think sort of the crux of what I want to get at is, like, she's an ancient deity. How does she feel about like war and war profiteering, massive corporations that are hell-bent on, or even like empires that are hell-bent on total domination?
I got a 43 and she's pretty, like, there's a reason she's the one they're worshipping. Very lawful evil is totally supportive of them expanding an empire.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna have like Yo ask him if her deity would if his deity would support what they're doing. It's like yeah, she probably would.
Yeah.
The Aslan basically see her mainly as the goddess of duty and obedience.
Noted.
All right. You guys head to the starport.
Do we have any? If he's, we have the money to spend if anybody needs anything right now. Because remember, he said he was going to direct us to a less reputable market if need be.
I mean, I have some stuff to pick up, but it's not very expensive.
Okay.
And it's probably not going to, like, happen right now, so I can do something else first if needs be.
And a lot of this stuff we can also build on board as well, because like we have the tech lab.
Oh yeah, I can just do that. That's fine.
Are there any sorry, I just have to check if it's because there's spell ampules and there's spell gems, and I think
ampules
the difference is
don't need to know to cast.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of spell gems, but I also have like an ampule, and I have a spell ampule of invisibility if anyone needs to be sneaky for a bit.
Okay.
But I can also just cast it. Are there any spells you think we should grab? Because there might be some utility that we would like.
I think spell ampules go up to level 3 spells.
And then spell gems.
Spell
Or higher
gems, I
than
think,
that.
go higher, but I think you have to know how to cast them. Is the trade-off?
Yeah.
I'll double
So I
check.
could always.
Only
Yeah,
spell
I could always.
casters are capable of using the gems. Oh, you don't need to know the spell to use it, but the spell must be somewhere on your class list.
Right.
And they go like all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna pick up an invisibility detector for my armor, but that's 17,000 credits. I'm like, well, all right, never mind.
Is there a spell that? What's the Starfinder see invisibility spell if there is one?
I think it's see invisibility. Maybe it's not. No,
I
yeah,
actually might
it's
have
see
some already.
invisibility.
I
We're fine.
have. Do I have? Oh yeah, I have 5 of them. But those are spell gems.
Hell yeah.
Fine. How is SB stocked on healing serums?
Let's see here. SB has 3 Mark 3s and 4 Mark 1s.
Okay, so she's at least got 3 decent heals and 4, save somebody from unconsciousness ones.
Yeah.
Or do we want to exchange any of the credits for UPBs while we're here in case you need to build something on the ship?
Yeah, I'm gonna convert some of my credits into UPBs.
Okay.
I'm also gonna pick up the thing that I need to do a bit of retraining, but
You got it.
Yeah. Technically have some items we could sell. I'm not going to do it just yet because I think selling off Aeon Guard equipment might not go over well. So I think that might. I'm unwilling to push our luck in a black market like that.
I'm converting over 2,500 to UPBs. So if we need stuff crafted, we've got 2,500 of UPBs for that purpose.
Cool. At least enough for grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of grenades, I should probably see what I need.
I'm gonna pick up 3 spell gems of displacement.
Okay. I will say in terms of the black market here, I would say you guys would need to give me a diplomacy check to see if you're going to get regular rates or not, because you are off-worlders.
Do we each need to do one, or is
I'd
one
say
person?
if Yo does well enough, it's fine. Okay, I'll say you can do regular prices.
All right, I would say the thing is like Yo's able to like speak the language because you're used to being in this sort of place. It's where they grew up mostly, and every so often you'll see her. Hear them drop the name Lupin the Third, and every so often you'll just see they'll say like they'll recognize the name, just start speaking in hushed tones.
With Yo's blanking on my fucking words here, Jesus. With Yo's discussions there, you guys are able to buy things at regular price. So yeah, you Rin can go ahead and buy those normal price. All right. Any other purchases people are making?
I'm gonna hold off on buying any new grenades. I forgot how expensive they are at the higher levels.
Yeah, I'm good for the moment.
And any of the other stuff I want to do, I'd rather save my money for.
All right. Okay. You guys are, as you get to the port, give me just a stealth check. We're gonna do a group stealth check.
One of us wasn't great at stealth, right?
It's me mainly.
But if it's a group stealth check, hopefully they can make up for that person.
Yeah, I might. We haven't had a full rest, so I don't have all my spell slots back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna pop a spell gem of invisibility on myself, and who else is got stealth who hasn't rolled yet?
I have not rolled yet.
I'll just pop it on myself then.
Okay.
And what does that do for stealth again? Plus 20 or
20.
something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Well worth it.
Alright, let's see what we got here then. Okay, so the worst of the top three is 32. Bonus. Okay. You guys are able to get back to your ship. You see that cargo haulers are already finishing up. You see Tuft the Gossclaw out there, kind of overseeing things. Bless me, sorry.
Bless you.
He's like, oh, the ID's good. It seems you made it back safe, and your ship is getting loaded.
Good enough for what we needed. So, appreciate that.
Very good. Well, will you all be back into town soon?
Possibly. I think we're just gonna lay low for a little while. It's a nice place, but I had poor luck before on some of the more on this kind of port, so I'll take my chances out in the black.
Kind of like touches his plasma wrench to his head in a little salute. Goodbye, and scuttles away.
Take care.
All right. So let's see. You guys are able to safely disengage your ship and make orbit, and then head to the.
Ben, I'm gonna fly. I'm worried about us being tracked
Okay.
after the shenanigans we got up to.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a slightly off like a track around like one of the other moons, make sure we're not being shadowed, and then basically I'm just gonna try and fly a deceptive course back towards the Biocracy encampment.
All right, give me a piloting check.
41.
You have a few close calls, but you do make it through okay. You see some larger Aslanti ships here. Nothing nearly as large as the capital ship you guys saw previously. But a lot of the Harrier class fighters you guys had seen. As well as, I think you might see a couple of, like, the troop carrier ships that you had seen previously. The moment, nothing looks like a battleship or anything like that.
That's good.
After making it safely back to the moon, you guys kind of go around the dark side. You see that indeed the various refugees you've brought with you have been able to start work on like prefab encampments. A couple of small inhabitor crabs came out to make some basic shelters. Looks like they're starting to employ a couple more animals that are helping them get atmosphere out here, so you guys don't have to give them your Ormite spider the whole time. I think you do see Captain Trison talking to Corum up ahead. Oh, welcome back, you all. Trison will turn around, he's like, did you all secure supplies?
We did. So we got much food and water as we could carry on board. So
That'll good. It's good.
Well,
That lost us for a bit.
I looked at Captain Trison. We need to have a talk, though.
What about what's gone wrong?
I don't know if it's gone wrong yet, but you should at least know the possibilities. We had a run-in with some folks down there. Call themselves the Thassalon Liberation Front. Seems all is not well within the Aslanti Star Empire. We had a run-in with them. We did a quick job for them while we were down there. I motioned back to Scythe. Turns out Aslan's making a production line for the mass-produced version of him pardon me, sir. The mass-produced robots derived from that are a poor copy of your form down on the surface of the moon. They're working up plans and ask for our help to try and take it out. I did not let them know we were working for you. I simply said that we were assistant refugees. At no point have we mentioned the Biocracy. So, but I think if it's a good opportunity as any to make sure that the Aslanti don't find their ranks swollen with additional robot drone soldiers.
That wouldn't be good at all. Well, I'm glad you were able to secure the supplies. And it seems like you weren't followed back here. Do you think you would be able to stop the production of the robots? I know that's not really our priority right now. We're kind of just doing what we can while marooned.
Shaw, so they're working on a plan on it back down on the surface. He gave us coordinates where we can land off without being detected back at the port.
He kind of like pulls up a data pad. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm willing to. The important part is I want to make sure none of us are at risk out here. If need be, that we can lay low out here as long as possible. But once drift travel is available again, these things are going to be a problem for all of us. I think we both know that Aslan's going to be a problem for the Pack World at some point. If you're up for us taking a few extra risks while we're on system, I think it's worthwhile at least. Certainly better than having them producing a whole bunch of these to hunt us with while we're here.
You see his like ocular jellyfish creature kind of like sparking as he thinks through it. We've had minimal interaction with the Vassal Liberation Front, although we've had a couple meetings and we know that they are a thorn in the side of the Aeon Throne, which works out well for us. We have a lot of civilians here. Granted, most of the ones at the outpost knew what they were getting into when they signed up for that job. Making first contact with potential allies always bore some chance of risk. I think it is tactically sound to take this opportunity to try to shut down that factory. I just have to inform you that it would be you and the front by yourselves. I can't risk the refugees' lives here farther by any of my soldiers making an appearance. And if things got hairy down there, I don't know what we would be able to do.
I wouldn't expect it. We were trying to leave you. They don't, as far as I know, the Liberation Front doesn't know that we're working with you. I said we were helping refugees. I didn't say who. We'd rather keep you all as protected as possible. So, but no, I appreciate you being upfront about that. But I don't think that I don't think we would expect you to come to risk yourselves coming down on our behalf.
Very well.
So,
you all are awfully brave for freelancers.
Shaw chuckles. I'd like to think perhaps we just have thrill issues. He laughs at that. We're stuck here in a bad situation.
For fun.
What did you say?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Submarines are fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like Yo doesn't know what they're talking. Yeah, Yo doesn't know what you're talking about. They just like blink a few times and just look very confused.
Yeah. What were you saying? We're fine.
Oh, there's clearly no issue with taking a few risks. It tends to go more or less okay.
If I wanted to live a longer life, I'd still. Yeah, if I wanted to live a longer life, I'd be back on Absalom or still in the Vescarium. The skies are my home, and with that comes risk. I'm okay with that. Trick is not taking the silly ones, so. And I think, as getting more serious, as you say, leaving this factory going long term is a greater risk for us in the long term. So I'm fine working with the Liberation Front to try and get rid of it. Besides which, I look to the group. Perhaps we can find, in addition to whatever they're paying us, we can find some good loot down there on the ground. It's kind of what I was referring to for salvage rights. So.
Well, I hope it's a good price for you then.
We'll make it work. Out of character. Hang on a second. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. He kind of nods to you all, shakes your hands. No one else has anything else to say to him. He'll continue kind of making preparations with the camp. All right. Is there anything you guys are doing? I mean, it sounds like it would take them at least a few days to finalize these plans here. Is there anything you all are trying to do in that time?
I mean, I would like to spend the time getting the retrain done.
Alright, I'm pulling up the retrain rules right now. Spend the day focused. What are you trying to retrain specifically?
A given feat from the last level.
trying to find the time on that. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading through the rules.
That's okay. If there's not time, there's not time. That's fine.
I think there should be time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. It's gonna be. You guys basically have about 3 days here, which will be enough time. The only question is, anything gonna happen during those 3 days?
I guess there is probably something, a little thing I'd have Yo doing at some point during that. You know, being not wanting to get rusty on their sneaky and stealthy skills. I guess. Forgive me for not knowing what it's called. I'm just going to hear whatever our equivalent of the holodeck is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Yo's on the holodeck, and they've basically got it set up. I don't know if you've ever seen like the levels from the Metal Gear Solid VR missions. They look they look kind of like that, and they're basically just like sneaking around and like here, but instead of like the genome soldiers, instead they're basically sneaking around from they put up a familiar target that they're familiar with, someone who always seems to be coming after them. It's an elf, basically an elf who works for the intergalactic police. Usually wears a fedora and a nice suit, and always seems to be chasing after them. And it's like, and they always seem to get like really really angry when you get the best of them.
Incredible.
That's I think I got. Yeah, I actually had worked up in Hero Forge. I'll go and post in Discord for everybody.
Your cop that's been hunting you.
One other thing,
Uh-huh.
while we're doing this, I think Shaw and Refine would like to do a couple of thorough sweeps of the ship just to make extra sure that we have no bugs on board right now.
Sure. Give me a perception or a really, I guess any check you think of, like mysticism could be magical bugs. Computers
You want
for tech.
me to do?
All right.
Then, Refine, would you want to help me with the sweep? Hells yes.
Also, after the retrain is done, I have now trained culture and life science.
Nice.
Indeed. I now have a plus 25 to both of those.
In terms of getting away, by the way, and stuff that happened last session, everyone is going to get calculator. About 30,000 XP each.
Nix, what does that bring us to? Because I know you and I had different totals for that one.
You
Okay,
said
this one's
30,000?
Yeah, 30,000 each.
That brings me to 37,695.
Okay, I think the next level is 425, if I recall.
It is. So 37,695. Oh, wait.
37,7,695.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Yeah, sorry. My brain is. It's been a week.
No, that's all good, all good. Yeah. And then probably after this mission, if we have some time while traveling, if we are traveling, I do have some stuff to try and create out of my UPBs. I think there are a couple kits that I still can't use my Omni tool type thing as, but
Okay.
What did we find on the suite, Ben?
All right, so we got.
I was gonna ask,
You
do you
do
want
not
me to?
see any bugs currently.
there's
Did you want-
another type of check I'm going to do at some point, but I did what I could on the 43. I'm sorry it's not happening.
That's. I don't think it's a problem. What were you gonna say, Buzz?
Did you want me to make a mysticism check for that one?
Wouldn't hurt. If you're cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, you're clear of bugs.
I looked to Ren. We're fine, and I've had we. Okay, look, we made a bit of a fuck up. All right, last time we accidentally had a bug on the ship for a month and a half. We couldn't figure it out, so we're a little paranoid about it.
Well, completely understandable, Captain. I mean, that's why I wear these, and they once again show off their magical like cufflinks that could prevent them from being scryed or spied upon.
I don't suppose you can scale those up to I don't suppose you can scale those up so we can put them on the ship, can we?
They sort of like stroke their chin through the mask. I'm like, not really much of an engineer myself, Captain, but I don't know. I guess if Refine wants to take a look at them, they might be able to figure something out.
Make a mental note of that. That'd be something fun.
Fair.
By the way, Captain, I guess it's like since you mentioned you don't really like undue surprises, come with me to the holodeck. I kind of want to introduce you to somebody.
All right.
So yeah, they'll lead you to the holodeck, and you see like the VR setup there, and you see the elf dude just sort of like standing there, and he's got what I guess could best be described as resting grump face, and like here and.
Faces, right?
Oh, it's me.
So you see like an elf, and it's like here, and the elf is just sort of like pointing, and sort of like they look like they're yelling something, and Yo will walk over and just drape one of their arms over the hologram's shoulders. It's like Captain, I want to introduce you to Detective Zenigata of the Intergalactic Police.
Friend of yours, I'm assuming.
Like you hear you can still you can't really see most of their face, but you can sort of see like the look of frustration on their brow, just like
There's
friend.
considerable sarcasm in that statement, yo.
Sorry, here I forget you're not. I wasn't aware Vesk were very good with sarcasm, Captain, but you're certainly cut from different cloth.
So,
Nah.
Nah.
But Pops here, as I like to call him, and you see them sort of like wiggle the fedora there. He's been after me and my mentor for as long as I can remember. I wouldn't like to think he'd follow us all the way out here, but he's never one to give up a chase, and being an elf, they can keep up a grudge for a very long time.
I think for now we're probably okay. Considering that we dropped out, we were yeeted out of the drift in someplace completely random. I think we're okay for now. But once travel picks back up, I appreciate you letting me know. So that way we don't have any surprises. Because quite right, I don't like folks I don't know tracking me down in the black.
Of course, Captain. I mean, you've been honest with me about all the shenanigans you've been up to. Figure I could, let you in on a few of mine at least.
Shaw chuckles. We all have our stories. We all come from somewhere. And boy, there's some refining. I have a few we could tell. You asked why I drink some of the rot gut I do. I've seen a few things.
Yes, well, you can keep that all to yourself, Captain. As you've seen, I'm a bit of a lightweight.
Fair. Cool. Appreciate it.
Whenever you said like it's a grumpy elf, I just thought Well, you've just made Rin. It's like you put it side by side. It's like, yeah, Zenigata is like a slightly less grumpy Rin.
I love that.
Or like my character in my 5e game, or former 5e game.
Yeah, it's like as you leave the hollow deck, all of a sudden you just hear this Zenigata's voice yelling out, "Lupin!"
All right.
One last thing, well, over the course of the, if we have some time to do it, Ben, I would like to, recognizing that a lot of Refine's time is going to be busy retraining, if possible, I would like to see if I can try and figure out what the functionality is on the engine, on the drift engine right now. Because, like, you mentioned it was pretty badly damaged, and it's a question of, is the issue with the function the engine, or is the drift still out?
Give me a. I feel like it'd be an engineering or a piloting check. Piloting will be harder.
My piloting is far higher though, so it is in fact literally 4 times the bonus.
Do I have the time to do an engineering check or no?
I think if you're retraining, that's probably the focus right now.
All right.
So I'll do a piloting.
Could I squad leader and boost it?
Ugh, 2 on the die. Well, engine no work.
Well,
You could squad leader it. Shaw, you're pretty sure it's not necessarily the. You don't think that it's the shop. Or that's the ship. I don't know why I said shop.
You don't. I was like, wait, what? Alright, so.
Sorry, excuse me. You think it's a drift issue.
Interesting.
All right. Midway through
Shaw's gonna make a mental note of that.
second day. You guys get like a comms call from the Biocracy folk. I was like, hey, would you all be free to come out here and look at something on the plane?
Sure.
We saw something circling up there. If you guys want to put yourselves down on this map. You guys, so you see Corum with a couple of like his like old militia. Like these aren't like the real soldiers in the fleet, but they are like the militia you guys saw earlier. He's like, you see there's something darting around up there. Kind of hard to see against the stars. Everyone's give me a perception check. And this is outside of the encampment, so you guys are using your suits to breathe right now.
Okay.
I don't need it to breathe.
Apart from Refine. Alright. Shaw and Rin. You see some sort of draconic looking creature darting back and forth up there. It's not it's a small sized creature, so it's about this one's about the size of like a on the bigger end of small, so like probably like a Great Dane. You see this rather rocky looking draconic creature darting around.
Interesting.
Even as you're watching, on a 37 shot, you see a small ripple of purplish light. And a little bit of that fire that you saw when you were heading through the, like, really fucked up parts of the drift on the way here. You see it kind of tear open, and another one of them pops out. If anyone wants to roll a mysticism check, they could.
Is this related to things in the drift?
Not inherently, no.
Okay.
Although I will say, if you want to make a check like that, you could learn some different information. I guess it just
sure.
adds when it's related.
I just get DC 5 lower when it's related to stuff with the drift.
Okay. I don't think you really know exactly what this thing is. On a DC 5 lower, I'll say you have enough refined to think like, okay, this is probably an elemental creature that got pulled in from the plane of Earth or something like that. Like
I will say, Rin did get a 42.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm just saying
Okay.
you think like the reality is it probably is here because of drift pull,
Okay.
even if it's not a drift creature.
Got it.
Rin on a 42, you would know that this is a rare type of drake known as a meteorite drake.
What's the actual difference between a drake and a dragon again?
Dragons are usually more intelligent, and they also have wings coming out of their back and 4 limbs. Drakes, the like front 2 limbs, are also their wings. Drakes can be intelligent as well, but they are a lot more animalistic. All right. Who do we not have out here? Oh, Refine, to drop your token. Okay.
Oh, it's a new day, so I need to roll numbers.
Yes, this is a new day. This is about 2 days into our 3-day layover here.
Is there anything interesting I might know about these types of drakes?
Let's see. You got a 42. It's a rare creature, so that's the DC. You would know. They have a lot of different things you could know. I'll give you a couple of their abilities. Okay. One, you know that they can hurl rocks like micrometeors at a ranged attack. You would know that they are immune to fire and have DR adamantine. And you would know that they can fly at about 200 feet speed.
Okay.
I got 10 to 15, 10 to 5. Okay, not bad. I'm going to remove the turns here. We are going to roll for initiative. As you see them circling around, you see Corm's like, are they getting bigger? Oh, shit. They start, like, backing up toward the little outpost as quick as they can. Everyone roll for initiative. I'm going to roll for them. Okay, well, had to roll good for initiative at some point, I guess. Crazily enough, Scythe is still gonna go before them. They got a nat 20 on initiative. But Scythe, you have the higher bonus, so it will be you first.
Cool.
I assume Rin, you probably share that like they're immune to fire and all that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who's got our loot back. We do still have a couple of those projectile guns that we looted from the Aeon Guard. But that's gonna be hard to do on the fly.
Are they currently flying?
Yes. They're circling, seem to be coming towards you.
Okay. You didn't say resistant. You said immune to fire,
They
right?
are fully immune to fire.
Okay. I guess I'll just like move up in position, especially if they're coming towards us. Yeah, I'll just get my dagger out, just to have it.
Okay.
But I think that's about all I can do right now.
All right, you draw a dagger. It's gonna be their turns. You see, they both start beating their wings faster and faster. They are some 300 feet away, but they are essentially going to double move. Let's get the measuring tool out here. They begin picking up speed. There's no atmosphere, so there's no fire to curl off of them. As they pick up speed, you can realize, oh, they are going to impact, and they are going to just slam into your formation, going as fast as they can. At the last second, they tuck their wings in, tuck their legs in, and tail, and essentially just become a meteor going an insane velocity. I'm going to need everyone there to make 2 reflex saves. Alright. I should probably had you guys do this person by person.
Damn, how to get this a 2 and a 1?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
why I held off, and
I
that's why I
appreciate
held
you
off
holding
until everyone was done.
Alright, well, this is gonna be something. Okay. What's the DC on this? Alright, let's go person by person. SB got a 21 and a 24. 24. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna roll this twice and save myself some time here. Okay. On the failed one, SB takes 78 points of damage.
Okay.
On the past one, she is going to have 111 to 55. So 78 and then 55.
Yeah, that's 133.
That is indeed. Is she still up?
Yeah, SB's at 7.
Okay. SB's sparking, one leg fully broken off. We move over to Yo, who unfortunately failed both. Which means, do you have any DRs, Yo?
Let me double check. No, unfortunately not.
Okay, Yo is going to take 78 and then 111 for a total of 189. Which is 3 higher than their max. They are down.
So, yep.
Alright. Refine. You got... Oh, okay. You guys split in the middle here. So you got a 28 and a 28 for Refine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first one, you take 39 and then 55 for the second one. So a total of 94.
Alright, I'm still up.
Shaw...
Actually, I'm still in stamina.
You pass the first one, so you have the first one to 39. And then do you have DR as well?
Yes, DR5.
Okay, so 39, it's down to 34. The second one you fail. So -5. So with the DR, 106. So 35 and then 106.
Coincidentally, that is exactly 140 damage, the same as I took from the particle gun.
That's crazy. That's the same numerically. Jesus Christ. Okay. Rin is a pass and a fail. So 39 from the first one, Rin. and then 111 from the second one. There's a total of 150. Which I believe still has you up, I think.
Yeah, just gotta give me a sec to check. I said 150.
Total 150. The first one was 39, and the next one is 111.
$32 stamina, I think I'm on, or hit points I'm on.
Okay, Rin staggers back, but is up. Yo collapses under the impact, the pure kinetic force of these things impacting. Scythe, did you roll as well? You haven't rolled yet.
Did I get hit?
Yeah. It's a 20-foot radius from their impact site.
In like a circle?
In a circle, yeah. It's basically a meteor hitting the surface and forming a crater. So you have 2 reflex saves to make. That is going to be a fail and a pass. Well, you did pass the one that is more damage. That's good. So the first one is going to be 78. I believe you also have DR5, so 73.
Okay.
And then
Beans, I thought isn't your DR the 14?
Oh, is it 14?
Is this piercing?
This is bludgeoning and fire.
Ah.
Technically,
I have 10 heat.
Oh, it's
I thought it was just bludgeoning, but it is also fire.
okay. That accounts for me as well because I also have fire resistance.
Okay,
so
so-
I'm gonna add 28 hit points back.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait,
so I've
There
there
is
is
fire,
in
so
here?
if you have any fire resistance, just add your resistance number back.
Twice for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your first one is 78 minus your fire resistance and your DR sight, so whatever that adds up to be.
okay.
And then the second one will be 55 minus those same things as well.
Okay.
All right. Devastating opening impact. That is both of the Meteor Drake's turns. You do see that they seem to kind of be vibrating with energy after that impact. Rin, over to you.
I might recommend a retreat here. Where's our ship currently?
Where's your what?
Where's our ship?
Your ship is probably some, I don't know, couple 500 feet back.
But we
Can't outrun these things.
we parked it, right?
You did park
Yeah.
it, yeah.
I'm gonna delay turn and tell everyone to group up for a teleport.
Okay.
I kind of think we have to deal with these things.
I will say
I'm not
there's
sure we
also
can.
the colony is also out here too.
The what?
All of the refugees are nearby as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. If these things are hunting, they're gonna
I
have
think
this.
we kind of have to try and kill these.
Yeah. It'll be messy. We can manage it, I think. Let's give it a round and see what happens, because I think if that was, hopefully they can't do that much damage again. I mean, if they do, then it's just a TPK. But
Is there flanking in this?
there is.
Okay. I think empowered weapon only empowers my weapon rolls, not my spell attack rolls. 'Cause I do have a thing. What were your rolls for your portents?
10 and a 5.
10 and 5.
Okay. I have a spell gem that I might use because most of my attack is fire.
You know they are immune to fire.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm using this. It's
okay.
a Synapse Overload.
Ah.
It is a melee attack against EAC, though. So I would add my key ability score modifier instead of strength. And I think my key is just my intelligence, right? I can't just use dex, right?
Yeah.
What other bonuses do you get to attack roll?
Plus whatever your BAB is.
Right. And then I have it's so still not used to this character. Still trying to learn. So I think I have it's like spell cache augmentation.
I don't know.
Okay, I have a +2 to attack rolls. I think I have a +1 since my oh no, that's with weapon focus. So it would be int +2, so 8 +8 to hit.
I feel like it should be more than
Yeah, am I missing something here?
that. Did you add your whatever your
Not
BAB
you.
is?
Oh, right. BAB.
I don't know if it's like a full progression for you.
Yeah, I get weird bonuses, but I think they're mostly on like my actual. My cash gives me a bonus, but I don't have like a true BAB. We're 14?
14, yeah.
Okay, so 10 plus 6, 16 plus 2 is 18.
That sounds more realistic.
Alright, and then what does flanking give? +2?
+2.
Alright, I'm gonna dash around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to get an attack off with
Go
this.
for it.
Thinking.
Char 1d20 plus 18.
Alright.
Do you think I should channel point it or?
Hey, up to you.
It would be with it would be 29 when I mean EAC is gonna be lower. Or did you include flanking in the roll?
I didn't include flanking yet, so it'd be 29 total.
Okay.
I'll just let it stand then.
Okay.
I think it's way too likely to be worse.
29. You slam into it and skate off of its stone back.
Fuck.
Shit.
I think that wastes the spell gem, right?
I believe it does consume it, yeah.
Dang it.
I can check it out later, I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
Shaw.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna 5-foot step forward. And I am going to full attack the one next to Rin and Refine.
Okay. That is still flanking with Rin, because you're a knight's move away.
Yes. Alright. My dice rolls have not been great. 31 on that last one?
31 against EAC does hit. That's
Yep.
the only one that hits.
Yeah, 37. Those were terrible rolls.
Alright, you impact this creature's scales, or stony exterior, really. Does some damage there. Seems to reduce it a little bit.
I
but
negate
certainly hurts.
some.
Oh yeah, how much do you negate its DR? That's right.
I negate.
At least 5.
Is
I
it
don't know.
penetrating strike? It's at least 5. I believe it's 5, and I think next level it's 10. Why can't I find it? Oh, unstoppable. I was looking for unstoppable strike there. Yeah, 5 lower. Next level it's 15, or next level it's 10. Excuse me.
So you negate 5 of it. Okay. Still, it does most of the damage then, as you impact it. It doesn't have a huge amount of resistance. Like, tiny bit is reduced. It kind of, like, shakes its head in annoyance. I see it, like, open its mouth. Presumably it's growling, but it is, like, just the vacuum of space right now.
I look at Square in the eye, kind of, like, lean in close to get its attention.
Yo.
Everybody, don't forget it would be new days, so we do have all our resolve points back. I think we're gonna need them.
Yep.
I believe it's a resolve point just to stabilize. I'm double checking.
It's 3 at our level.
Oh yeah, because it changes per level. We've had anyone go down in a while.
I mean, that was a meteoric opening.
That's makes sense because the ability is called Explosive Meteor.
All right, but yep, since we've re-upped, I'll go ahead and spend the resolve points to stabilize myself.
Yep. If you were dying, you stabilize. Yeah, 1/4 of your max. Okay, so yeah, you spend 3 and stabilize. If you are stable already, you can then spend an additional 1 next turn to get back up at 1 HP. So you're
Alright.
currently stable. I guess CEO does not get up yet, but maybe like lets out a faint groan. We're fine.
What type of action would it be to grab a serum from Espy?
Probably a standard.
Yeah, I thought, okay.
I mean, you could grab it, 5-foot step, and then stim yo.
But I think stimming yo would also be a standard action.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a movement action to like potion yourself. Standard to do it to someone else.
Right.
Could you have Espy administer it?
Yeah, but I'm not really sure we want to
leave Espy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I was definitely worried this was gonna down more of you guys in one go.
That
their normal melee is not nearly as impactful, so to speak.
I mean, you assume it's a lot less impactful.
Alright.
It also can't use that ability that frequently.
I'm going to standard action grab a serum from Espy.
Okay.
One of the Mark IIIs.
Got it.
And I'm going to use my move action to give Shaw Defensive Miracle Worker. That'll be it for me. And then
Okay.
Espy is just going to go into tattoo form.
Alright, Espy, kind of smoking and sparking with impact damage, jumps onto your skin.
So Shaw gets the +2 to KAC and EAC.
Yeah. And that's it for me.
Alright, in that case, we're going to go back to the top with Scythe.
Okay. Nimble fuselage. Okay. Attack. Okay. So I'm gonna go as part of my full attack action.
Okay.
I'm going to move half of my movement speed here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm flanking. And we're gonna triple attack.
So sick. Sprinting into the triple attack. Opposite Shaw here.
So I'm flanking and shot. You have that bonus where if you attack someone with melee, I get like a +1 bonus, right? Something like that.
Oh, opening something? Shaw, do you have that ability? I think it's a soldier ability.
Is that a double crit?
Oh my god!
Noise!
Well, it doesn't really matter, but no, it's one that I have where you get a +1 to ranged attacks for anything I'm in melee.
Ranged attacks.
Oh,
okay.
ranged attacks. Okay.
Well, even if you miss once, you do still double crit. And I will say, I realized I was rereading its meteor ability. It did take 5 more damage from Shaw a minute ago, because after that ability, it loses its DR for a bit. Because it impacted so hard. You guys see Scythe coming in, looking for those cracks that formed after they did those meteoric impacts, and just with perfect precision, like holding the dagger reverse, stab, 0-edge dagger. 2 crits is crazy. So 28 on the first one, or 48, excuse me. And the second one is 49. This thing is just about bloodied after those insane stabs. Wow, what a fucking maneuver with the double crit. Holy shit.
That's above average.
That's above average. Wow, okay. It's over to the meteorite drakes. I mean, I feel like... Oh yeah, how do I do this? Hold on. Okay. It is going to make a singular attack on Scythe here.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, it's like, oh, obviously this is the primary threat. Like, I might be an animal, but, like, clearly. Okay. Does a... I mean, I don't even know. It's, does a 44 hit your KAC?
Yeah, 44 hits.
Okay, so it is going to deal damage, and then another ability is going to trigger. This is slashing damage for what it's worth.
Okay. Just slashing? Like no heat or anything?
Just slashing.
Okay.
48 damage.
Okay. I have 7 slashing DR, so I take 41. Okay.
These things, despite the fact they are small-sized, are incredibly strong. Their strength modifier is a +10. They basically have been compacted into dense little monsters. As such, it is going to slam into its claws, grab on with its rear claws, and fly with you straight up 100 feet.
Probably not great.
This is its carry-off ability. Where are you at, by the way, after the 48? Are you still in stamina?
Stamina's still up. I have 24 stamina.
Woof, that is
It's not
insane.
a lot of stamina.
Whoever has a melee weapon out right now between Refined, Shaw, and Rin can all make op attacks, because it is just grabbing Scythe and going 100 feet straight the fuck up.
Refine does not have melee weapons.
Refine, you don't want to just slap it on the stone ass on the way by?
You know what? Refine will try to just slap it. Sure.
No.
All right, well,
Shaw, I think Shaw was just woefully oh, this thing's the size of a Great Dane. It's big, but it's not gonna go anywhere.
I'm giving Shaw the 10.
What does that bring you up to?
Wait. Be 31, so that would hit.
That would hit. You want to give him the 10?
Yes.
I could also spend a channel point on him as well, if that's...
While this thing doesn't have DR is the right time, and if a 10 can make a hit, that's the best time to use a 10 because it's not a very useful number.
All right,
Yeah,
you
so-
turn into a hit, so it does 38 damage. This thing is below bloody now. I like to think, like, you almost miss, because in Shaw's head, he's like, okay, well, it's a small-sized creature. It's not going to carry him away. And then you see it lifting off, and Refine is like, Shaw, right there! It's like, take the swing! Shaw, you get this brief moment of, like, precognition of just like, oh, it's going to carry him.
Yeah.
Rin, do you have any melee weapons out?
No, I do not.
Oh, hell yes. Sorry, I just got a text where I'm in a... This is so complicated, but I'm in a Teams League, which is like a rapidly becoming the most popular way to play 40k. But the way it works is you're 5 people on a team, all of the matches are added together in points, but you add together the differentials. So a max game is you score 20-0, because every 5 points above them, you go up one. So like a tie game is a 10-10, then an 11-9, 12-8. Anyway, one of my team's games was tonight, and he 20-0'd the person.
Nice.
Which is fucking brutal. Hell yeah. We love to see a win on the team. Alright, so that guy's flying off. Now that that's happening, Shaw, the other one's gonna try to do that to you.
I figured.
That one's getting the 5.
Okay. That might, I don't know, actually, that might make, I don't know, what's your KAC right now?
39 with the Miracle Worker.
Ooh, wait, can you use it twice in the turn?
I don't see why not.
I guess that was in second action.
Remember-
Alright, you barely turn that into a miss.
Oh, thank you.
That was so close. Refine, just like future vision. Swing at that one! That one's gonna jump at you! Move out of the way! Okay, so this one wastes its turn on that attack. This one attacks, is hit, but does have Scythe 100 feet off the ground. That's their turns. Is over to Rin. And I'm going to tick down their counter for how long it is till they can Meteoric Impact again.
Oh, so they already came down with the other two?
Scythe.
What's up?
I said that
so-
they've already come down and landed with their targets?
No.
Or are they still up in the air?
So this one is 100 feet up with Scythe, like flying in the air right now. This one is
Okay.
still on the ground because it tried to do that to Shaw, but Refine used the number to make sure it didn't. So the lower one is on the ground.
Okay, so which one of them did we? Which one did you double crit? That was the one
The,
that's
top,
up
the
with
bottom
you
one
right
hasn't
now,
even
right?
been hit yet.
Oh, okay. If I shot at the one in the air,
Uh-huh.
do I think I would hit Scythe with a spell I add on it?
What's the spell?
Heat Leech. It's in a cone.
Is it a cone? I'd say there's probably a chance of that, just because it is it's small sized and Scythe is medium sized. Like it is smaller than Scythe, and Scythe is dangling below it because it's like flying up with him. I would say if you roll a 1 through a 3 on the dice to hit it, then it'll hit Scythe.
Okay. I'll just try to kill this thing if possible. I'm gonna empower 4.
I'm sure this would come up at some point, but Scythe does have pretty good heat resistance.
That's
So,
true. I
even
think,
if
I think
you
you
do
did
hit
say that.
This is.
Isn't heat because these things
I'm
are
not
immune.
using a fire spell because they're immune.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's true.
What damage is the cone there?
It's cold.
Oh, I have 10 cold resist too. That's fine.
Okay, that's not nothing. And it's only a 15% chance that you even hit him.
Is that what a 1 through 3 is? 15%?
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, 3 divided by 20.
I think you're right.
Okay.
See. Empowered. 4,
Yeah, because 2 would
and
be
then
10%. So an extra 1 would be another. Yeah.
36 to hit.
And that is a 4 on the dice. Just barely clearing it. Scythe, you see the shot coming, you're like kind of like trying to like when you're all like swing your body side to side to avoid this shit, and it boom impacts the
What
guy.
is this? 8, 16, 24, 32. So
Man, it's
flash
calling
are
out loss numbers over here.
98 plus 32 plus 7, 39. 80. You have to make a something save. Reflex 22.
Reflex save, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it? 22.
Yeah.
It will pass, but it's still halved.
Yeah.
But it does so it still takes 42 plus 52 is 94. This thing looks severely injured at this point. And it's just like
Alright.
up in the sky, boom, hand cannon impacts, cold frost kind of crusts its wings. Alright. Cool. It's gonna be Shaw.
Right. Kind of dazed from everything that's just happened with the double precognition that it just went through his head in the last couple seconds.
Yeah, your brain is overheating for sure.
Just like in real life. Full attack, Storm Dodge, go.
Alright, hitting the grounded one currently.
One hit at least on a 30.
Hopefully.
30 will indeed hit on EAC.
Yep.
For 42.
I need to recheck my.
Pretty
I
big
mean,
chunk.
okay, a 2 and a 6. I need to. I was gonna say I need to recheck and make sure because like then I realized, oh yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 6. Okay. I mean that's my turn.
Alright. Yo, you could spend a resolve point to stand up if you would like.
I indeed shall.
Alright, you are up at 1 wound. 1 hit point.
Someone get the number of that truck that hit me?
And then you see look at
You look up and it's like,
snarling.
Oh, fuck.
There's like salivating.
And then immediately it's just like, oh, fuck.
You may want to
Alright.
kill the one that's about to do the same thing again, maybe.
Yeah. Yep, so...
I'm certainly gonna try.
Get out of melee first.
Yeah, I'll have Yo take a 5-foot step back this way. My ECs are good, but I don't want to test that at 1 HP. Alright. See real quick. Alright, these ones actually got away, so, alright. I will go ahead and, let's see here, yep, I'll take a shot against this one here with my digitizer pistol.
The one on the ground or the one flying in the air?
The one on the ground.
Okay. Alas, that will
26.
bang off of its armor. The sound kind of like vibrates, but ineffectually so.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, we're fine.
Alright, I'm gonna fly 60 feet, basically just off the map.
Okay. Although you're like
and
just
I'm gonna
skating over the ground like a couple inches up, just boom.
I do have the Void Flyer wings out.
That's still sick. Just like void flyer
yeah,
wings going like barely off the ground, just going like, okay, I don't need verticality, I just need fucking speed.
Yep. It's lucky actually that we're in the void of space. Otherwise, it would take some sort of action to pull out the wings, but
Oh, true.
they
I
auto
didn't think about
deploy
that.
in the vacuum of space with
Yeah.
the Void Flyer wings.
That's hype.
Because it's the graft from, what are they called?
I don't remember the
Um,
graph. I forgot that they did that though.
It is. It's one of the species graphs. It's from I think they're the Scarsasians or something.
Pirates that we have, the Sarcesians, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones like glowing energy wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the pirates we gave the pasting to while we were at
They're
Brick
super
Squad.
sick.
And then I'm gonna take a overcharge shot at the one that's in the air.
All right. Overcharging is the Emperor's truth. Let's see it. Keeping that.
You may want to reroll.
That's a 12. It's
Yeah.
28 on EAC, but I'm unlikely to get higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh.
it might be time to gamble though, because like it might do the meteor thing again.
It's hard to say. You're not quite sure how long that the cooldown is going to be on that.
Is there any way we can give her a plus? Should we need a +2?
Am I technically flanking if I'm grappled by?
No.
No, no. I'm pretty sure grapple explicitly denies that.
Unless Yo has some ability that can do it. I don't
appreciate the
think
hustle.
there is.
I am giving you a inspiration to reroll.
Give it a whirl. Let's see it.
I think it's likely to be worse. I'm gonna be totally honest.
That's a little less than 50% chance.
It's worse.
Okay, it's worse.
Every time, I'm telling you.
All right. So I do have an ability called Watch Out, where, but it only works against enemy ranged attacks, and you have to be within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna.
Yeah, you're just moved explicitly 60 feet, so you're definitely outside
Yeah.
60.
Yeah. All right, I did what I could.
Hey, Scythe, what's the plan?
Okay.
I will
Can
say,
I-
you can attack while grappled. It's just at a -2.
Okay.
Wait, does he get a -2 because he's grappling to his ACs?
Ooh, hold on. That's a good point.
Because if he
might-
does, then the 28 would have hit.
Let me read the Starfinder version. Oh, Nix, you might be correct. Let's see. Entangled, exhausted, flat-footed, grappled. You are restrained. Okay, that's not helpful. I have to look up the grapple, not the grappled condition. Because it says the person being grappled has that, but does the person grappling? Okay, hold on. You hold the target in place. I don't see anything that says that you have it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking of a positively insane line.
Okay.
What kind of check would it be to try to escape the grapple?
That's a great question. Hold on. Okay, grapple. Be an athletics or an acrobatics check, I believe.
Yes, but is that a movement action or a standard action?
I think normally it's a standard action.
I'd rather stab it. Okay.
Honestly, fair. I mean, you could full round stab it still. You just are at a -2 on every stab. Oof.
Okay, we kind of equalized with the last attack rolls.
I'm gonna give Beans a reroll on one of those.
All right, one more chance.
Okay, so to get the penalties and bonuses I have from my full attack, I'm going to do a full attack, and we'll just count the first one.
Okay, that's fine.
34.
Even with the reduction, that'll still hit.
Okay.
Does 29 kill it?
29, unfortunately, does not kill it. It brings it to death's door. And we will go to their turns. Thankfully, their meteor is not recharged this turn. The one flying up right now is basically just as a free action gonna let go of Scythe. Scythe, give me a reflex save as you plummet to the ground to see if you can have this damage. Or sorry, acrobatics check, I believe it is.
I also have a jetpack. Like, would I...
Oh, actually, hold on, because I think it might be too high. But that assumes... God, how fast does something just fall without atmosphere?
I mean, surely...
I think it doesn't. I think it goes
feet.
upwards if there's no atmosphere.
No, atmosphere
If
is
it was
gravity.
flying up,
If there's no atmosphere,
Atmosphere
if there's
isn't
no
gravity.
atmosphere, if there's no atmosphere, there's no air resistance,
Yeah.
and you're still gravity of the object you're on is still pulling you towards it.
that's true. But I don't really. Well, yeah.
Because alright,
It
so
would
here's
be
the
lower
thing. Normally
gravity
you
because
fall at a rate of, I believe, 80 feet per round. Which, if that is the case,
Then he'd be able to arrest it with
then
no
he'd
jet
be able to
on
hit the
him.
jetpack boosters at the top of his
Yeah.
turn, like 20 feet off the ground.
Well, I think the question is, how long does it take you to reach terminal velocity?
I guess that's true.
I mean, it's also yeah. I mean, the
Do
problem is
you
that if
reach
a moon doesn't
terminal
have
velocity
if a moon
faster with no air resistance.
technically yes, it depends on if it's 1 Gita because if a moon doesn't have air, that usually means it
Yeah.
doesn't have high enough gravity to
Ha-
pull air.
well, that's what I was saying. It doesn't have high enough gravity because it's not pulling in. So it's going to fall slower, probably, because it's not the 9.8 meters per second squared.
It's interesting because that there is less gravity, but you can't reach terminal velocity if there's no like the air resistance arrests your fall. In theory, he would
Right,
just keep
right.
accelerating.
Well, that's why I'm saying it depends on how long it takes to reach terminal velocity, because if you don't reach terminal velocity within the first 6 seconds, then he will still have the time.
I'm gonna
But
roll.
I'm gonna
roll a D100.
if it takes shorter than 6 seconds to reach terminal velocity, then it will just continue to accelerate.
All right, on a 1 through 50, he's just gonna hit the ground. On a 51 through 100, it's on his turn. It'll only have been 80 feet, and he hit the jetpack. Okay, so I got a 1 on the T100. So you go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. That was the lowest possible roll I could have gotten. So we're gonna say that the gravity is enough for you to hit the ground. Jesus Christ.
You fall square on your head.
I mean,
Okay.
he can still have the damage on an acrobatics check. It's not. I don't think it's not gonna down him because he still has a lot of health left.
Okay. All right. Point A. Acrobatics is my best skill, so I'm okay with making this roll. But point B, there's no way I would fall 100 feet and not hit a button to jetpack. Like, that's...
I guess
Well,
that's.
I
true.
might
think
be
that's the
getting
argument of
screwed by
what
the
the
system,
acrobatics
but,
check is
like-
for, right? Because I think the idea is that if you hit the jetpack but it's too late, it like pulling a parachute too late. It provides some resistance, but it doesn't.
Here's what I'm gonna say,
fall.
because this is so outside the game mechanics rules, and you do have a good point. I'm gonna say normally the acrobatics check halves the damage. If you succeed the acrobatics check, you're gonna take 0 damage because we'll flavor it as you hitting the jetpack in time.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, you hit the jetpack.
It's not-
We'll say like 20 feet above the ground, it's like, woo, and like barely arrest the fall. The creature looks deeply confused.
Did I mention acrobatics is my best skill?
That's why I was thinking, while we were having this whole discussion, I was like, he's simply gonna make this. There's no way. Okay, it is then going to, it was just a free action to let go of you. It's gonna tear a chunk off of its armor and hurl a micro meteorite. I mean, it hasn't really seen anything that doesn't make it believe Scythe is the biggest threat here, so I think it just hurls a rock at you.
I mean, I did hit it for like a lot of cold
Oh, I
damage.
guess that's true. You know what? 50-50. Evens, Rin, odds, Scythe. Evens, it's Rin. Alright, so Rin, it's gonna be versus your KAC. 37.
It hits.
Okay, so that's gonna be, it's less than the claw. 61 damage as a rock just accelerates and hits you from above.
I'm down.
Okay, if you guys see it tear, so it drops Scythe. Scythe hits Jetpack, fine. Sees that happen, tears a chunk off its arm, throws it at Rin. It hits Rin in the head, and he passes out. Anyway, on to this one. Shaw, it's gonna try to attack you.
I figured it might.
Oh my god, I think it's still missed. Because you said a 5. Been fucky lately. I was gonna get them out to fix it, but now there's ice everywhere, so I can't really. Anyway. What was I saying? Okay, yes. So basically, when you have 39 KAC, right?
Yep.
Last time
37 normally the miracle work.
Last time Refine turned it into a 5 magically. This time it rolled a natural 6 on the dice, which still wasn't enough to hit you. It is,
Refine
however,
never just
if
have
you
this-
want to take an up attack, it is going to fly up 200 feet.
I'll take the opportunity, swing at it. That'll hit him.
That'll absolutely hit it for 40. It does, however, still get away and go flying up. Rin can spend 3 to stabilize.
Yep.
Then it's Shaw's turn. Shaw, the one. This one is 100 feet up. And on Death's Door, this one is 200 feet up and not bloodied.
Thinking for a second, because it's double movement on haste, about 60-foot fly speed, 70-foot with my Sky Jockey ability. Still just out of range.
If you, how much move do you have if you're carrying Rin?
If I'm carrying Rin, it would be 30 feet.
Half speed.
I'm not sure that's... Well, I don't know how much fly speed these things have.
200. Rin found that out when he did
200?
earlier.
Since they're off the ground, I'll look to Yo and point over. Can you pick him up?
Be like, I could try, Captain.
Just okay. So these are. I'm debating whether I charge the one that's in the air. You said the one in the air is on Death's Door, right?
Yeah. Pretty much
Or
if
the one that's
anyone in the
lower.
party hits it with anything, it will die.
And it's 100 feet up. The badly wounded one is 100 feet up. Ben.
100 feet up, correct.
Okay. Fuck it, we ball. Let's see if I can't get their attention here. I'm going to activate the Moonlight Fibers. So the black, actually, you wouldn't see it. The armor, I'm in full plate right now with the environment shield up. So that's going to double my move. I am going to force pack, blast straight into this thing's face at 120 feet move speed, and then full attack it. The problem is that my ranged weapons, one's the artillery laser, does no good. The plasma cannon does half electric, so I'm much better on melee against these things.
That's true.
full attack. I just need one to go through. Hopefully the first one does it.
It absolutely does. You surge up from the ground. Doshko, bring it around the top of your head, slam into it. And this one is going to get its head severed from the rocky neck, and it'll fall to the ground. That one is dead.
Free action. I will look at the other one, kind of make a flourish with the Doshko, and then I can't. Ordinarily, I would audibly snarl at it, but that doesn't do any good in space. So I'll just, but very clearly stare at it, like kill the other one and stare at it in a challenge.
I love that. All right.
I'm trying to keep its attention.
That is gonna be Yo.
Alright, I think I can move here, that I can get over to Vryn. Staying out of melee range this, but let's see. 5, 10.
Well, they're both up in the air. They're not on the ground.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, otherwise, like here. Alright. Let's see here. Still want to stay away from this dude, so. Just remind me real quick, it's like here. When it comes to like my action economy here, would I be able to heal myself with serum and attack in the same round?
You could move action, heal yourself, and then attack if you want to.
All right, cool. I'll go ahead and do that because I've got a bunch of Mark III healing serums burning a hole in my pocket, so I'll go ahead and spend one of those. All right, so 3d8. All right, not too bad.
Is Mark III only 3? I thought it was more than that.
It's 68.
It's 60.
Oh, 68. What
It's
the fuck am I
called
thinking?
Mark
All right,
III, but it has 6. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought. All right, I'll just roll 3 more then.
Yeah.
15. And another. Okay.
All right. 30.
Exact
All right.
same roll is crazy. Like not even
I'll
a
take
different order. That's nuts. Okay. All right. So you've healed up.
All right. I guess it's like you see, it's like here, you know, because I have multiple arms. You just see them reach into one of their many pockets inside the coat, grab serum, just sort of like stab one of the other arms with it, and then go ahead and shoot the remaining Drake with the digitizer pistol.
It's not gonna do it.
27. All right, that's your turn.
All right, we're fine.
All right. I am going to move action Miracle Worker myself.
Okay.
You know what? Sure. I'll use the hypergraphs to take another move action to give myself magnetic field up. And then I will take a overcharge shot at it.
All right.
There you go.
I think that one hits.
That does hit for 52. Bringing it to just above bloodied.
Cool.
Alright, so let's see, it's 200 feet up. You are 65 away, so this should be plenty.
I am obscured to it, by the way, to some extent.
In what way? Well, I don't think
Using
Magnetic field. I assume it's not going to matter because it's just going to slam into me, but if it does make ranged attacks, it's got a miss chance.
Really hoping I
its
could keep its
thing
attention.
Reset this turn. It's going to
I figured.
move effectively like 215 feet on the axe or on the hypotenuse and slam in right next to you.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Give me a reflex save.
Ow.
Okay.
I don't have points for reroll. Why am I umming?
Okay.
No,
I'm
that's
just gonna
fine.
roll- I'm gonna roll it then.
I can give her a reroll.
I haven't said the damage yet. If you want to try to reroll, you can.
Yeah, I'm giving Refine a reroll.
Alas, that is still a fail.
Look, I'm trying here, okay?
No, it's a
I know.
pretty
It's just not worth giving me rerolls.
it
Just
is
give-
going to be 108 damage.
Okay.
You are down.
I am down.
Yeah, you had
I am
104.
barely down, but I am down.
You guys see, it looks like this thing kind of crawling over. It looks like it's getting ready to just carry her away.
I will not be a tasty meal for this because I am not biological, but I am down.
You look person-shaped to it, and that's enough.
Oh, I know. I know.
This would be more an issue of it, like, flying away to wherever it thinks its nest is, and then getting there and being like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
How far away is it from me?
Let's see. It is. You are. Oh, you're only 20 feet off the ground now because you hit your jetpack. It is 50 from you. It's pretty fucking close. Even I'm gonna do Pythagorean theorem, but it's not a lot. It's like 55 feet away from you.
Okay. Still think I need to hit my haste circuit to full attack it.
I believe so.
But haste circuit I do have. So
Glowing along the lines of your circuitry, energy sparks as you accelerate. So much crazy maneuver. This looks absolutely crazy to the fucking refugees behind you guys. It's just like meteor impacts, falling, catching the jetpacks, moving around, circling back into the sky.
yeah, I'm gonna use that so I can full attack it
Hell yeah.
with my dagger.
Another crit.
Okay, we'll take
Let's
this.
fucking go.
Yes!
Alright, the other two will unfortunately miss, but as you slam, it looks super surprised that anything that is not winged like it is moving this quickly. You slam into its side, drive the dagger in for another 50. Bringing this thing a decent chunk below bloody now. It is going to be its turn. I think carrying off wouldn't make much sense to it. I think it's just going to try to Savage Scythe so that next turn it can carry her fine. So it will full attack with the penalty that that entails. 42 and 44 both will hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 58 and then 50.
Okay, so that is.
And then you reduce by 5 each time, I guess. So it's actually 53 and then 45.
Wait, what kind of damage was it?
Bludgeoning? You guys reduce bludgeoning as well, right?
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I think.
I do not reduce bludgeoning.
Okay, never mind. So it is 58 and 50 for a total of 108.
108. Okay. I'm not doing well. 108. So that's 24 from that. Does that be 84? 14 hit points is fine.
You guys see things like slam, slam, like Scythe is just arcing with energy, like off of him into the moon from haste circuits, getting like cut off. He's still technically hasted, but just like so much ambient energy flowing around. That is Rin. Rin could spend another point and be up at 1.
Yep.
You do still get your whole turn when that happens, remember?
Oh, okay.
Which I'm pretty sure Yo took their whole turn. But I realized I didn't actually remind anyone, but that is the case.
So this thing is below bloodied, right?
It's below bloody. It's not on death's doors or anything yet.
Alright, I'm gonna pump another empowered. You know what? I'll do an empowered 5.
God damn. The good news is this will be a pretty penny of XP. I think it's so crazy that these things are small size. It's the wildest thing. All right, that does hit. So right off the
I
bat,
think it's
47.
probably because a 6-foot sized meteor would do way more damage on impact.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah, it's
Like a
just
6
crazy
that's
to
like a
visualize.
yeah.
These things are actually from the Devastation Arc books. Fun fact. Okay,
So what I'm
I
hearing
thought
is if we do Devastation Arc on Sunday at some point, I should be prepared for these things.
You might be. I honestly can't remember. I don't know if you've read through any of the ones I sent you, Morgan, but there are like every issue of a Paizo campaign comes with a bestiary at the end, some of which are in the session and some aren't.
I see.
So there's always like, let's say like each one comes with like 10 new monsters. Probably like 5 or 6 of them are in that chapter, and then some are just like, this is something cool from the region that you could throw in if you want.
Okay.
So I honestly can't remember
That
if it's
makes
like
sense.
one of the random ones from that book, or if it like actually has a part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure there is something draconic in it, but I don't remember it being a meteor. But also I ran that like 2 years ago in real life, so who the fuck knows?
These things are really kind of terrifying. I'm going to be totally honest.
These
they're
things are
scary.
brutal.
I also haven't been giving them one of their abilities.
Oh, jeez.
Well, because one of their abilities is after that. The idea is they like catch fire on re-entry, and then their attacks, like they lose DR, but their attacks gain fire damage. But considering you guys aren't fighting an atmosphere, I thought that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
also, I do think this thing could
Rin,
have
what
just
you
tried to
hit for
fly away with
47,
me.
and then is there more damage?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing as before, the heat
Okay.
leech. So
Go ahead and roll that. I'll
another
roll it
reflex save.
It will pass again, so it'll take 32. It's not quite on death's door, but it is very low at this point.
There. And that would be it. Right.
Alright.
all
Unfortunately,
right.
I am the
Shaw.
for me. Unfortunately, the moonlight fibers bite this turn, so I am staggered. What's my range to this thing? I'm 100 feet up.
How
it's like
high off the ground are you?
I would have been 100 feet up to take on the other one.
Okay, give me a
So
second.
I'm like 150 feet away.
No, not that bad on Pythagoras. Like 115.
Still too far.
Don't you have like a shoulder mounted gun?
It's plasma. He's immune to half the damage. That's the reason I haven't been using the artillery laser, because he's immune to it.
That's true.
Half damage is better
Let
than
me
no
tell you
damage.
guys, I've been playing a shitload of XCOM 2 lately. Speaking of heavy weapons, game fucking rules.
All right. I will just take a shot with the plasma array then. We'll technically be at long range, so I will take a -1, I think, because it's just the first range increment. I'm gonna fire one shot at my full BAB.
All right. Single shot, one opportunity.
Oh,
Alas,
Come
that
on.
would not quite do it.
That was 3 10s on the die.
Yeah, that was a crazy damage roll.
Ugh.
Hey, is there? I have any? I have anything I can use to pump that? That's so unfortunate.
It was very unfortunate.
You want a channel point reroll?
No, let's not. Not for that.
Alright, in that case, it's Yo. Oh shit, sorry, I double tapped. There you go.
Alright. Said don't have a lot in terms of range on my pistol, but I at least give it a shot here. This range is. Double check. Alright, range is 40.
So you'd be taking this at a -2 penalty if you try it. Oh, you moved up first, though. Okay, so you're chilling, yeah. You're 35 well.
Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, go take the shot.
This could do it if you're all hot.
$32.
32.
That does hit, but he is still alive. Just barely here. Refine, I assume you spend 3 in Stabilize.
Yep.
Which means Scythe, you got a whole turn here to try to finish it off. It's looking pretty fucked up.
Okay, just in case I don't. Biosynthetic nanites.
That's probably a good shout.
So that gives me, I have to spend a resolve point, but I heal 68 as a swift action, so that's
God.
32.
Scythe's body, you see it just going absolutely crazy, y'all. Like, it's sparking from injuries, it's hasted, a bunch of nanites move out and start healing it. Shit's fucked.
He doesn't even know what's going on. We're gonna triple attack, and if I gotta spend some channel points, I gotta spend some channel points. Oh god, I need to spend some channel points.
God. 5, 5, 6 on the dice.
Okay. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away, I
Really
see.
do.
Okay.
I think you literally just need to connect. Like, you need a hit here. Out of 4 chances.
Okay,
Oh,
I will
man.
do the same thing where I reroll the full action for the
So just the
penalty
top
bonuses
one.
and penalties and just take the top one. 35.
There we go. Okay.
That's good.
Just fucking drive the zero edge dagger like up under its chin into the brain. That thing is toast. Good lord, that was close. Okay.
There is a Mark III serum on me that can be used to pick me up.
All right.
I don't know if it's worth using that or just letting me
I'll get down. Or yeah. Well, yeah.
a
Actually,
resolve.
because yeah, we'll be on a fresh day here soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was like day 2. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing else has happened in day 2. So.
Yeah.
We're grateful for that.
So, yeah, I'll just take the resolve.
Everyone from the Drakes, each person is gonna get 38,400 XP.
Woohoo!
I mean, it was spicy. That was like 2 CR16 monsters.
16. Oh my god.
16. Good luck.
Look, I rolled for the monsters. and,
38,500.
didn't go well.
38.5.
How
you
close
said?
are we?
38.4.
Okay.
You guys
We're
have got to
pretty
be at like
close.
400 something thousand at this point, right?
416,095 is what I'm showing. So we are
Yeah, so
less
you guys
than
are
10,000
like-
XP from leveling up.
Yeah, less than 10k, like an encounter away,
Awesome.
which you might be able to get before we end tonight.
Would be nice. Would be nice.
All right, well,
I would
let's take a
appreciate
bathroom break
getting.
because that fight took longer than I anticipated, but we'll be back in a few minutes. let's go. Alright, cool. We're back in. We got our XP. Definitely they will offer to do some heals for you guys. We'll roll some stuff here, see how much they can get. We'll simplify, speed this up. Okay. They'll have enough to heal each of you by 47.
47.
If I don't need it, can I give mine healing to refine?
Yeah, likewise, I don't need any.
I'll take your other healer.
I think Rim
I
is
need
almost...
3 more, so I do not need more. I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take one of them, so 47 doubled is...
94.
94.
Yeah, because like I never got through my stamina on that one.
I did, but the biosynthetic nanites let me get fast healing 6 for a minute, once a day,
so
which
you
is
heal
just
another
60 health.
60
That
now.
heal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that puts me to full health.
Yeah, you and I are the least are need the potions the least once we're out of combat.
Well, it's not my fault it chose to go after one of the 2 non-meals at the end, okay?
I was genuinely trying to. It was one of those cases of like without verbal taunts, you can't really keep their attention.
Yeah,
Is my problem.
I stabbed it as hard as I could.
That
No, it
knife of
makes
yours
sense.
that knife of yours has been putting in work.
To be totally honest, I
Zero's
think I
not
would have been
sick.
completely fine even if it had picked me up and tried to fly away. I had the stuff to get away, but never let it be said that Refine is not prepared for all eventualities.
Valid. Okay. So,
Even if that eventuality is we need to blow up Espy again.
we need to blow up SP. Sometimes it has to happen.
we don't do it lightly, but we do appreciate it.
Alright. I'm gonna bring us back to our ship map then. Alright. So after the 3rd day, you guys will get a comms alert from Sarah.
All right.
We give you a location.
This is after the 3rd day?
Yeah.
Okay.
We give you a location for you to touch down. If you could take your transport, meet us out. We're going to be approaching the Twilight Belt and heading out to the facility.
Understood.
Alright. Give me a piloting check.
Yeah.
Can I give the help action on this?
Yeah, I would say so.
Cool.
Right. If you want to go ahead and roll. 46.
Just getting a new handout. Alright, so you will be undetected making this touchdown. It's touching on like the dark side of things, and you're basically be going overland for a couple. Probably take like a half a day of driving.
Okay.
Give me a
How long is the
perception
trip
check.
from the moon to the planet?
I'm gonna say like a day.
wonderful. Okay, cool.
Give me a perception check, and it was like on the instruments of the ship as you guys are flying.
As we're right. Oh, okay.
Like as you're flying toward the planet.
Anybody else?
I mean, I don't think I think Refine's in the engine room, not on instruments.
True.
Previously, you guys had seen orbiting. There were some Sumpters, these like troop transporters in orbit. You do see that now. There are a couple more of the Sovereign monitors around. It's kind of like their patrol ships in outer systems. And you do see... you haven't really heard what it's called. But you do see a much more kind of white and gold gilded ship out there.
I'll capture an image of it, and then perhaps we can ask Sarah, what it is.
Okay. And I will give you guys the art once you do that. Alright. You guys are headed back. Someone give me a D100 roll. Alright, refine. 37. Okay. You guys are not interrupted on your way to the facility. Bring us over to a new map. 1 second. Where is it? Sorry, I have many map files that need to be better organized in my drop-down menu. Alright. If people want to drop their tokens down here.
I couldn't see your ping. I assume it's at the bottom of the map.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why it's not showing up for the stream. I'm kind of confused. Has Roll20 updated some settings that are gonna fuck with me? It's always possible.
Survey says.
I gotta find out. Well, we will once Roll20 lets me load this. Okay, can everyone see right now?
No.
No.
I got nothing.
Fuck, I must have fucked with the settings. That's so annoying. Okay, give me a second.
There we go.
Has your guy... It didn't save your guy's vision from last time, but I'll just turn it on for now. We'll figure out the rest later. The Refines was on, but couldn't be seen on stream, which doesn't really make sense. Can everybody see now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is
Yep.
where we'll be approaching momentarily.
All right. I would say, knowing that we were heading into a factory, Yo would be putting on like a disguise, and I imagined that they're basically looking like a Kasatha version of Rosie the Riveter.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like coveralls, bandana, both around like the face and top of the head. So a little less muscle definition, but still same look.
Are we in or
I think we're
beside
meeting
the
near
truck?
it.
So we're off screen right now.
Okay.
However, Saro is going to meet you guys with this truck farther away from the map. I need to tell you guys. All right, here's the plan. I convinced Ro here. He's going to help drive this truck to the facility. You all are going to be in the back. You should have enough credentials to get through. It's our best bet. Although we might have to do some fast talking as to why he's there.
And what's your part of this plan?
I'm going to monitor the facility from a distance. If things really go wrong, I can try to interfere, but unfortunately, enemy movement has increased in the system. I'm not really sure what's happening, but there have been a lot more troops on the ground.
I think perhaps I have something to show for that. So, a couple things. First of all, we saw this, and I'll pull up my pad and I'll show him the ship we saw in orbit.
It's from their Vanguard shipyards. It's one of the main producers of ships for Asland. It's a Vanguard Sanctum. I'll show it to you guys. The Sanctums are more of a luxury vessel.
Was your Orthodox coming to pay a visit, you think?
It's possible, or someone highly ranked within his cabinet. Normally, Arsaduks and the like occupy other ships built by Vanguard, although those are so-called star palaces. He has a star palace in system. I don't know exactly where. It's mobile.
Well, you think this would be one of his high-ranking generals, perhaps?
Could be.
One other thing, if this all goes very badly wrong, and I didn't mention it earlier because frankly I wasn't sure yet what we'd be dealing with. I should mention now, one of the capabilities, our ship isn't just a transport, if it comes to it. The forward weapon can fire from orbit, if it needs to. I didn't mention that, because my concern is that if we hit them with an orbital bombardment, we will bring out every living ship in the frickin' system. I figure we do better to keep this on the down low. But, if things go horribly wrong, that is a ace in the hole we can pull.
I would agree with that.
I can't imagine the Aslanti fleet responds too kindly to somebody firing an orbital weapon into one of the planets.
No, I'd be worried that would bring His Majesty the Arsaduks here with speed.
Yeah. The more we can keep it looking like a group of resistance folks, I think the better for us.
Very well. Ro kind of steps forward. He's like, all right, we'll have to talk our way through the gate. And then once we're inside, I can try and show you around.
Well,
What's the plan for destroying this place, if that's the idea? Is there a central power plant that we can overload? Something like that?
Power plant wouldn't be bad necessarily. He holds up kind of like a small jump drive looking thing. He's like, I was hoping to upload this kill code. It'll stop the factory being able to produce this kind of thing.
Can I make a computers check to see how confident I feel that this guy's kill code could not be easily undone?
Sure. Do you like ask him like, hey, can I plug this in and examine it?
I don't think it matters.
I don't have any points.
I'll spend the channel points.
Hey, it's got to work sometime, right?
No, but
I've already spent them.
Alright. Send it. Better.
all right, that was better.
Okay. You are, I think on a 44, pretty damn confident that this would work. I mean, you've not really dealt with a lot of Aslanti code, but from what you can see, this is like a incredibly advanced kill code, essentially. Just like program with a ton of redundancy.
All right.
All right. You guys approach the gate. I'm gonna have everyone just give me a group stealth check. As Road, I'm gonna say, Yo, if you want to get to the front, you are in disguise already. If you want to help try to talk through, you can do that.
Sure, I can. And also, it's like here, I had, because since I am this expertise talent I have cutting disguise.
Ooh.
That's about as good as it gets for me.
That's crazy. The first time they try to see through this disguise, they just get a nat 1.
Yep.
That's fucking wild.
And also, since we're past level 9, it basically works for the first 2 times.
Oh, true, the second creature result. That's nuts. Envoys have such cool abilities. I wish more people played them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very, very cool. I think they're very cool.
Like, back in my Saga Edition days, like, I used to, diplomats or, what were they? Beans, what were they back in those days? You remember what I was talking about? It wasn't an envoy. Thank you.
Nobles.
Criminally underrated.
Hell yeah. Okay. You guys pull up in the truck. You see one of the rune wardens kind of pike, currently inactive, but still held at the ready. Who goes there? It's me, head scientist Roe. Who's that with you? What do you say, Yo, in response to that? I mean, I don't know what she basically gets a nat 1 to see through this, so.
Yeah, I guess like here. I'm just working with my buddy, my new buddy Ro here. Go by the name Rosie the Riveter.
See the warden frown, kind of looks at one of the other guards. The guard also fails to see through this. And she's like, Ro, are they... He's like, yeah, they're gonna help me repair some of the facilities. I needed to repair them before we head out.
Yeah, Yo will lean over. It's like, yeah, don't mind, nervous nerd over here. It's like, Lover's Day is coming up. He's trying to find the right gift for his boyfriend, right?
Give me a bluff check.
All right. Oof.
Woof, 3 on the dice.
I'm gonna give that the 16.
Oh shit!
Right.
So 13.
That would make it
34.
34. Yep.
That does make it work. Refine kind of like sends you like literally like a text message like change the story like this XYZ, little bit of a different detail, and the warden's like, all right, let him through, open the gate, and you guys drive your truck through under the gaze of multiple battle robots, Aeon guards, and a warden.
And I guess to sort of like play up the bit, like, it's like, look, man, I told you, flowers aren't always the best. What if she's like allergic? Candy's what you go for.
You like
look, I can
up,
make you some Kasathan delight to give to her.
You see the warden's just like staring at you as you go by, listening to this. You guys drive through this checkpoint up here as well. Seems to scan the ship, but whatever Sero and Rode did to the truck prevents it from being detected, for any of you guys being detected. So,
and just sort and this is the truck they provided, right? This is not we took our transport.
No, your transport is presumably back with Sero. All right. That was a clean entrance. I'm gonna bring us over to the inside of the Sickle production factory. Alright, give me a second. I did not have time to put on the right kind of dynamic lighting, so we are just going to open things up a little bit here. All right. You guys are kind of the doors hiss open, you're brought in. It goes, all right, welcome to the factory. It's where they're producing more of those sickle bots, although with admittedly slight modifications. I'm going to reveal the rest to you here, or at least a good chunk of it. Right. Welcome to the factory. See glowing green energy kind of radiating up from below. Machines drilling, pneumatic engines moving. Production line going. You see rows of incomplete bots and some that look like they're getting closer and closer to completion. Everyone give me a perception check. Okay. Where is it? Okay. So first of all, you see there are several scientists around. You see some of the Gauss claws around as well, kind of clambering in and over objects to repair things. But perhaps most importantly, you see several bots that at first glance the profile looks similar to Scythe. But you see that patrolling around, there are several of each type of Sicklebot, now colored for the Empire. The first ones you see are shield Sicklebots, seem to be wielding a pistol, as well as some sort of energy projection shield. The others you see are carrying around some sort of heavy accelerator cannon. Took me a lot of tries to spell sickle, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a rough word. But you do see that they are generally patrolling in pairs. You don't think that they have to, but you see at least 3 pairs of like a shield and a heavy weapon one around the factory. Not to mention the ones that are being built.
Can I make solely for flavor
Okay, go ahead, sure.
an engineering check to see how much worse Refine thinks the sickle bots are than Scythe?
Sure. I'd say you're like directly examining them, so it'll be a little harder, but yeah, give me a engineering check. Here's the thing. You're looking them over, and you know that there had been some of the baseline ones that you guys had seen around Doric City. Those ones are definitely worse. By like a pretty wide margin. Let's say like, you guys are 14, and CR is about equal to level. CR is usually a little bit less powerful than a level. Regular sickles are probably like CR 8 or 9 in terms of power. You do look around, and judging by this facility, other Aslanti tech you've seen, the way that these ones look different than previous sickle bots, you think they are still worse than Scythe, but certainly a great deal stronger than the old sickle formats.
I think Refine's just gonna kind of lean to Scythe and go, they're still not as good as you, but they did make some improvements.
I think you, honestly, let's see, on a 40, I think that would be high enough to, sorry, not to cut Scythe off, I think you would know that, like, there is a very real possibility that much like Aeon armor for their main troops incorporates Aeon Stone technology, that they've incorporated Aeon Stones into the bots, these SROs. Well, these aren't really SROs, these are more robots than SROs, but they likely have incorporated Aeon tech into their core design.
Got it.
Which is like, I think Refine can see that, but like what that means, like there's such a wide amount of information that could cover. Because like that is still technology that is like pretty limited in the Pact worlds.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess magic, it's more magic than tech at that point.
Sure.
Oh yeah, we still have those purple spheres.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we do, yeah.
I mean, because sorry, I was thinking out loud.
Well, yeah, Refine will just kind of whisper that to Scythe.
Declaration. While flattering that they are getting closer to me, this facility needs to be destroyed at all costs.
Of course.
Alright. Ro kind of looks at you guys. She's like, okay, I'm a little worried, of course, but I guess we could get moving. Look, most of you aren't really supposed to be here. I don't know how far stealth's gonna get us in this case.
As we can, one step at a time. Stay close to me. If the shooting starts.
Oh, you see he kind of like slinks back behind you.
Don't worry, man. You'll be fine. And I'll use 2 of my hands to pat Ro on the back. Just take a deep breath in and out.
He takes like an
Just act like
incredibly
you belong
shaky
here.
breath, and you see that like you're like, oh, he's actively gonna sweat through this lab coat before too long.
That's good.
And you just sort of hear Yo mumbling something under her breath about nerds.
And Shaw'll say, "Relax. I'll keep you safe. Let's go."
All right. Are you guys trying to just like brazen your way through? Are you guys trying to sneak?
Not
Where
maybe.
where are we trying to get to? I want
That's
to
actually a
ask
good
Ro.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ro will tell you. He's like, okay. Of course. Sorry. Parts that we can't really see from where we are. It's actually, I did forget to reveal one thing. Cause it's actually, I feel like hiding it is gonna make you think there's something there, but it's not. There we go. Okay. He's like, okay, over in this corner, like points across, kind of past those bots down there and around the corner, down a tunnel. There's a lot of machinery. That's where the main power core is. We are trying to get to the command station, which is over here. And he'll tell you, he's like, okay, we can either kind of go across this bridge over here. We could hop down to the next level if we wanted to. It's not what's intended. But if you continue along that way, it would bring us down and around. There's a small sub-control station up here. But that doesn't help us as much. We need to kind of get through this little airlock area to enter the path that'll get us to the main control.
Okay. And we're going to keep you alive. I also want to ask, when we do get out of this, can you teach me how to put the Aeon Stones into my little buddy here?
Into your, the drone that you make?
Yeah.
Let's see.
You put them into the Sickle-bots. And the Sickle-bots are certainly not as interesting as Espy.
He kind of looks at SB and you and is like, I might have to change out some critical components, but probably.
We can discuss it. We can discuss it later.
Very well. So what's the plan? Are we trying to like hop on that bridge? Are we trying to sneak?
I think, Ben, I couldn't see any of your pings.
Oh, you couldn't?
No, I didn't. It could just be a
Over
me problem.
here is power.
Basically,
up
here, I'll shift
here.
Down this hallway is main power station access. This little entrance over here is like a substation control. Over here is the entrance to the airlock that'll lead you to the main controls, which are up in the like very corner.
I'm still not seeing any pings. I think it's a me issue. Don't worry about
I
it.
think it might be you. Here, I can. I wonder if you can see
On the left, the black area on the left is the main power station.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna.
The door
I'm gonna add
coming
some
out of the catwalk at the top right is the substation.
Okay.
I'm labeling them in
And
red.
the small bridge that goes underneath the catwalk leads into the main controls.
I think we go for the main controls. If everything goes crazy, then we'll go and try and blow the power. But I think if the idea is to upload this thing, let's go to. I think we try to get to the airlock and get to the central control system.
Okay, so the quickest way to get to this main control over here would be if you guys went along this bridge and just like hopped down. That would obviously be suspicious, but the alternative. Can you see my ruler if I do that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Well, the alternative is basically like going down here, taking a left, going around, and then coming back.
Going all the way across the catwalk down.
Yeah.
South and then east.
Which, like, you guys are also not really the most, like, looking like people that should be in here, so hard to say what to do there.
I think we move quick.
Alright.
I think personally, like, and I'm open to suggestions on this one. I think we talk away as far as we can, but then as soon as things go, we need to be ready to book it towards the main control. I think, we're not exactly the stealthiest bunch yet.
Alright. I think if you're trying to do that, it's going to basically be a group bluff check. As you're trying to, like,
does anybody,
go through here.
does anybody else have any suggestions on that one? I'm open. That's the best I've got. I'm open to other ideas.
What
I think we're
materials
far
are the
better.
walls made out of?
We are
A lot of
far better at
stone and
stealthing
metal.
than we.
Okay. Do we think sending SB alone would be enough to do this?
You could try.
I just worry there's
I think
gonna be a
we're-
garden there.
I think there probably will be.
I think we're far better at
Otherwise-
stealthing than we are at bluffing.
That is true. I think the issue is that, like if you look over here, then, like, down this catwalk, like, there's not really anywhere to stealth, per se. Like, stealth is gonna have, like, a way higher DC, just because you're across, like, an open catwalk in the air.
I can just pop invisibility on everybody.
Can you pop it on everyone?
I think I put it in the chat. I'd have to cast it multiple times, but I think I can hit everyone.
Potentially could be worth.
If that's the case, then that should at least help. It'll at least help.
Yeah, I've got the slots for it.
Okay, then I would
Okay.
say so everyone goes invisible.
Yep, and I would as SB going tattoo before you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many casts do I need? 6 with Pro?
I guess if you guys want to kind of arrange yourselves along the catwalk.
Yeah, keep Row next to me, because that way I can do the get behind me, Mr. President thing.
I mean, if we're invisible, maybe Refine should just fly next to the catwalk.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Could do that.
I'll say you do see that it is a steep drop into, like, this production line over here is not, like, the only production line. Like, below you guys is, like, floors and floors of, like, production equipment, labs, like, down into a deep green pit.
Maybe not just yet.
Alright.
Like, granted, you'd have to, somehow stop flying for that to matter for your fine, but just so you know, like, you're not flying over, like, a 30-foot drop.
Yeah.
It's far more than that.
Sure. I'll stay on the catwalk for now. I will at least have the wings out, but I'll stay on the catwalk.
Just unfurled walking. Love that.
Well, I'm invisible. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, no, that's true. Alright, everyone give me a stealth check then.
Plus 20.
And it's plus 20.
What's a plus
on all
20?
these, right?
You must be kidding me.
I mean, oh boy, okay.
All right, I'm gonna give Shaw points.
Well, remember, it's
I'll give
the
Cy-
top 3 that matter in a group check. Because basically, I'm gonna roll against whoever was the lowest of the top 3, which right now would be Rin
Is
44.
44 on Rin.
Yeah.
I'll give
I'm gonna-
Rin points then.
Alright.
So that was a 3 for you, Rin? Like, so yeah, I guess statistically, that's the best one to go higher.
Which makes
Okay,
him.
so
okay.
now that makes Yo the lowest of the top 3, which is a 47 DC. So I'm gonna roll. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for transparency here. I'm gonna roll. I have a couple of chances here. I'm rolling for the heavy weapon sickles, shield sickles, Aslanti scientists / Gauze Claws. That's like one category. And just like the security system of the station.
Okay.
So it's 4 chances, each with different DCs, to beat now a 47 because of the invisibility. Okay. Most of those rolls were awful, a 2, a 3, and a 5. The only one that was kind of high was luckily for the scientists and Gauze Claws, who have the by far lowest modifier. Like, they're pretty much only going to see you guys... Well, in this case, I think it'd be like a nat 20, honestly, but we're going to make more than one check because this is a fraught scenario. Alright, I'm going to say that gets you guys all the way to... probably this platform up here. Obviously not arranged like that, but like, you know, something like this. So now we're gonna do another one. The patrols probably shift around slightly. Alright, so what was the most recent one? Was that 37? So let's all do another stealth check.
Plus 20s.
Okay, so we got 17, 30, 20.
One sec, mine's not rolling. I need a refresh.
You're good.
So 50 and 54 so far.
Okay. So yeah, top 3 right now are 30, 34, 20. Is that everybody? Who hasn't rolled? Oh, okay. There we go. So the lowest is Yo of the top 3, which becomes a 50. Okay. Need my category? Way better this time. Well, I'm just checking bonuses. Okay, so that's Gauze Claws. No, that's Gauze Claws. Gauze Claws. Station. Shield. Heavy weapon. Okay, one of those groups got way in the high 40s, but a 50 will still beat it. This is basically going to get you guys like behind this scientist. Unless you guys are trying to do something with that substation control.
I was thinking no.
Okay. You guys kind of
unless Ro thinks of a good
barely
reason
like
to
slip by these guards as they go through. Alright, we're gonna do one more stealth check versus my 4 checks.
God.
I mean, to be fair, the nat 1 isn't mattering as much for Shaw right now, because you're probably not going to be one of the top 3 regardless. Okay. What we got? Honestly, everyone did pretty well except for Shaw. Refine with a 72 is crazy. But the lowest...
I think it's excusable if the 7-foot-tall lizard in power armor is not the best at sneaking.
Yeah. Luckily, I think the others are kind of keeping you in check. The lowest then is a 49. Okay. Gauze Claws and Scientists definitely fail. Okay. So, just barely, we are at the airlock now. Ro kind of has to go first here.
I'll go in just behind him then.
Feel free to arrange yourselves however else you want. I'm gonna kind of stagger people so you have some options.
All right.
I am just like trying to do it, making sure I'm there so I can keep him alive.
All right. Ro, sweating, is gonna input his code, and the airlock doors are gonna hiss open. Remember, it is an airlock, so there's a door on both sides here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we all have to kind of try and funnel in.
Yeah.
Yep.
How tall is the space?
Enough that you could fly above someone's head.
All right. Refine is going to stand upside down above Rin.
Okay. All right, that door is gonna hiss closed. I'm not going to hide it right now. I'll probably do it between sessions, but the door does close behind you, so you don't have a clear view of the main part of the factory right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bring you guys out here. Alright. You guys can really make it all the way to control room. You see there is... you guys are still invisible right now. There is, as you get to the control room itself, there is an upper level with some glowing tanks. Like scientific tanks, not like a Spatha tank. And there is one more scientist up there. Alright. I think that is where we're going to pause for the week, as you guys make it uncontested to the control room. Ro has a kill code. And we will come back next week.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, look, you guys made it all the way in pretty smoothly. Alright.
I have a question.
One more question, then I'll end it. What's the question?
The wall between this section and the rest of it, does it go all the way down or not?
Which wall? Ping it? Like over here?
So we had to go through an airlock to get into where we are.
Yes.
And we can't see most of the factory.
Yes.
Or at least where we were before. Does the wall that prevents us from seeing most of the factory extend all the way to the bottom, or could one hypothetically fly underneath it?
There might be a door down there, like entryways, but these are like stone sections of a cavern that are holding up the complex.
Okay.
So there's like a stone wall, essentially.
All right. So there's no flying underneath cow.
Yeah, like, it doesn't like end
out.
like right down here and you like swoop under to go to the catwalk.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to check.
No, that makes sense. All right. We'll see everyone next week.